Today I did some lathe work. I've got a broken pin, a worn pin, and a damaged spacer I need to fabricate. I made a quick sketch of each part and got straight to work. I started with the longer pin. The parts I'm making work on a bulldozer's blade. So the material I used for this pin is EN19. It has a good shock resistance and a high tensile strength. With this material, I rough out my job, let it rest, and then take my finishing cuts. With EN19 removing a lot of material over a long distance, it tends to warp. And that's why I let it rest, to relieve it from the stress before I take my finishing cuts. So while the roughed out pin was resting, I continued with the other parts. For this pin, I also used EN19. It was not as long and I didn't remove much material, so I wasn't too concerned about warping. With the 3 parts I'm making, they basically fit together like a puzzle. This pin fits in 2 ears on the dozer. The other pin sits in the top ear and the hole of this pin I'm currently machining. The hole I tapped is for a sliding hammer used when removing the pin. This pin is complete. Next up is the spacer. The spacer sits on the long pin against a spherical bearing and the head of the short pin. The spacer is complete. It's time for the finishing cuts on the other pin. The pin did not warp as much as I expected. One thing I like about this material is the finish. It always gives a nice shiny finish and makes me look like I know what I'm doing on the lathe. And that's all the machining complete. Let's put all the parts together. Thanks for watching, guys.